Hello guys, what is up and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Carissa and I am a mom of two, a 3-year-old little girl and a 6-month-old baby boy. In today's video, I actually figured I would kind of just take you guys along with me around my house and share some of my must-haves as a mom, as a second-time mom. I've been through kind of the newborn stage and the baby stage twice now. My son is 6 months old, but we've kind of figured out what has worked for us with him and what has not. A lot of the things are definitely similar to my daughter because I found them with my daughter and love them, and why fix something when it's not broken? So we just use them with my son as well. Some of these things are controversial, but I live by all babies are different and all moms are different, so not one thing is going to be the exact same as another baby. So something may work for you but may not work for me, and something may work for me but you're like, absolutely not, I would never bring that into my house. Everything serves a purpose in my house, and I'm going to share that all with you. And stay tuned until the end of the video and I will share some things that has worked for me and that I have not been able to live without as a pumping, breastfeeding mom. So I'm actually going to stay right here in the living room. Before we jump right into this video, disclaimer, my son is sitting on the floor playing with toys, watching Miss Rachel. So you're gonna hear all that in the background. Also, I will be linking every single thing that I mentioned in this video down below. With that being said, let's jump right into it. So the first thing that I am going to share with you guys that I, as a second-time mom, could not live without is actually my travel system, my car seat travel system. Obviously, I don't have it with me because it's in my car. I really cannot say how much this travel system is the absolute best. So we went with the Maxi Cozy travel system. I will put a picture of it right here. We had it with my daughter and we actually used the exact same one with my son. So the travel system comes with the car seat, the stroller, and then like a bassinet piece, which is literally amazing. I absolutely love that. But when we did receive that with my daughter, the stroller portion, the wheels, we must have got like a, I don't know, but one that wasn't working. I can't think of the word. So when we had contacted Maxi Cozy's customer service, they had actually just sent us a whole new travel system, which is crazy. So on top of getting a whole new stroller and bassinet for the stroller, we got a whole new infant seat as well. So we ended up with 2 infant seats, which crazy. So we obviously kept the one for my daughter and used it, and we kept the second seat all these years, all these 3 years, because we knew eventually we were gonna have a second. So we just kept it, put it in storage, and we used it. So we are currently using that with my son right now. As far as the stroller portion, I do still absolutely love the Maxi Cozy, but now that I have 2 babies, the Maxi Cozy unfortunately doesn't convert to a double stroller. That's the only downfall to that stroller. So we actually use the Mockingbird stroller, which is right here. I do wish I did a little bit more research on double strollers. I absolutely love my Mockingbird stroller. It definitely is worth the price. I promise you, it is very expensive, but it is worth the price. I absolutely love it. It does suck that you have to buy different types, like you have to buy everything separately. I wish they kind of came up with a better solution for that. The Mockingbird stroller, the weight it holds, it doesn't hold both of my kids together. We still use it because we haven't had a problem with it, but I do know when she gets a little bit bigger, it's not probably going to work the best. So I do wish I did a little bit more research on that aspect of things. Also, to add, I guess, as my daughter got older, I stuck with Maxi Cozy, and she now has the Maxi Cozy Priya, which is the big girl car seat, and we are doing the exact same thing with Enzo. We are actually ordering his big boy car seat in a couple of weeks. Those are my travel systems, my car seats that I absolutely love. We have moved into the bedroom where my son sleeps, where pretty much all of his stuff we keep and we store. Starting off with diaper changes, with diapers and wipes that we use. Obviously, every baby is going to be completely different because of their skin. So the diapers that we went with, and we actually did use it for my daughter as well, are the Huggies Little Snugglers. and the water wipes. The only thing with this that kind of sucks is after size 2, it's very hard to find in the store. Even sometimes size 2 is hard to find in the store because little snugglers are for when they're newborns. So they have newborns in 1s literally everywhere. That's all you can find. 3s, 4s, 5s, they're so hard to find because after they are newborns and they're, you know, bigger babies like my son is, they're moving around. So you would think that you would move them to little movers. But for some reason, Ariel did not well with little movers at all. And I was not going to switch him to little movers. And he's been doing really well with these. So I'm just gonna stick with these. It does just suck trying to find bigger sizes because we have to order them online. The wipes, I always am a water wipes stan just because they're all natural, 99.9% water in them. We also do use the Huggies wipes, but not on him yet. We use them on Ariel now when she goes potty. And diaper creams, we use the Aquaphor. We love this. We have literally like not ever had a problem with this. What has helped us and what has saved us with our kids not like ever really getting any type of rash. Most every single diaper change, we put Aquaphor on their butt. And also every single night we put Aquaphor on their butt when we change their last diaper into their nighttime diaper because they sleep through the night. So they're sitting in that diaper the longest. So we put this on there for like an extra barrier. Honestly, stick with Aquaphor. You don't need this crazy like fancy smancy diaper cream. Aquaphor, for us at least, does it. Staying in the diaper changing area, I highly recommend a diaper genie or some sort of garbage so you can throw your dirty diapers in. Some people refuse to have this and just throw them in their big trash can like in the kitchen. To me, I just think that's very weird, seeing as how I don't take the big garbage out every single day. So with this, it's just really nice. It just opens like this. You do have to buy separate ones of these, so it does kind of suck in that aspect. But I've never actually had a problem with the smell. When it gets full, we just take it out. And it's super easy. All the diapers just go in there. And yeah, so any type of garbage, you don't even have to get a specific diaper genie. You can literally just get a trash can and put it in your room, but I highly recommend doing that. This next product I've actually talked about many times before. It's for sleep. This is our nightlight. It's our egg, we like to call her. I'm not gonna go too in depth about it because I have raved about this many times before, but it is basically a nightlight and the charge on it literally lasts over a month. I swear, forever. And it's just touch and that's it. And you can make it darker, make it brighter, change the color. And we just keep it right above my bed and we use it at nighttime and we love it. Sticking with sleep, this is our sound machine that we use for my son. It is the Nanit, and I will say that I have talked about this before and that it wasn't my favorite and I did not really like it. It has grown on me. I did not realize there was a button up here. You just have to press it. And this is the sound that my son uses to sleep, and it sleeps every night. And we just keep it up here in the corner. The only thing that sucks about it is that it doesn't keep a charge for very long. It only keeps a charge for 8 hours. And if my son sleeps through the night and then also takes naps during the day, it's really hard. I have to keep plugging in like twice a day. So we actually just leave it right there on the charger and it's plugged in. He doesn't touch it. He lays right here in the middle of the bed. He doesn't touch it. He doesn't like mess with it or move it. Obviously, when he gets older and he starts rolling around and actually touching stuff, we'll move it out, but for now, it's fine. Moving on to baby cameras that we use. We use Hello Baby. We've actually used the same brand with my daughter as well. And we still currently use it and still love it. It's still going strong. It's over 3 years old. I really don't like any type of camera that connects to the Wi-Fi or Bluetooth or the internet or anything like that. Just a very simple one, so that way I know that it can't get hacked into and it's safe. Obviously, it's not 100% safe, but it's safer than Wi-Fi ones. This is currently the one that we have with my son. Like I said, it is the Hello Baby brand, but this one is so much more simple than my daughter's is. You can see right there, that's where he lays. This one just has like a sound up, sound down, and zoom. I think it has like one zoom in. Yeah, you can zoom in. And that's it, just the one. So Enzo's, this is Enzo's. It's very, very, very simple. My daughter's, this one is hers. You guys have seen this one plenty of times before. This one is also, again, Hello Baby brand. Like I said, we absolutely love that brand. It's from Amazon. I'm not sure if you can get it anywhere else, maybe Walmart or Target, but we got ours off of Amazon. Hers is a little bit more like fancy, I guess you would say. So this is what hers looks like. You can rotate it like around the room. And it also has like different settings. It has volume, you can do music, it's got the temperature. You can connect different cameras to it. This one is for the Vox, which we do use. So you can keep this on all night long, keep plugged into the charger. And when there's no noise, it will turn off like this so you can't hear anything. And then once noise, like she starts crying or like a noise, it'll turn on and you'll get like a warning that like she's crying or something. It has a timer, brightness. And then, like I said, this one, you can also zoom in. It has like a bigger zoom in than the other one. But this is hers, a little bit more in depth. Absolutely love these baby monitors. I am not sure if you can connect them because we obviously do have two of them and they are the same brand. You can connect cameras on both of them, like there's an option to, but I just don't know because they're different. They're not like the same exact ones. I don't know if you can. I might mess around and play with it, but they do have the same exact charger, so it is nice. So instead of having two cords out, we just have the one and we just flip-flop back and forth to keep them both charged. One other thing that I really enjoy about this one is you can actually talk. It's two-way talk. So you can actually talk to her and she can talk back to you. This one, you can just hear him. So like when he cries or something, you can hear it. You just can't like talk back to it, which is fine. I don't need that for him. And they're on the cheaper side of baby monitors. Like I said, you don't need anything crazy. I'm actually gonna talk about some of the sleepers that I really enjoy with him. Our closet is right here and we actually share it with him. We have like a little shelving unit in there that holds all of his clothes to keep just everything together. We don't ever really put him in outfits unless it's for pictures. Sleepers are just so much easier and you can actually find really cute ones. The sleepers that we really enjoy, these two bamboo sleepers right here. I actually have a cheaper one and a high-end one for anyone. I have talked about this one before. This is the Cloud Island brand that you can get from Target. You can get a 2-pack at Target for $15. For some, that might still be more expensive, but for bamboo, for a good bamboo sleeper, $15 for a 2-pack is really good. These ones, they have the cuffs on them, so you can close them into mittens. And it also has a two-way sleeper as well. We have tons of colors of these. And then the other bamboo sleeper, which is the high-end one, is this one. We have a couple of different ones of these. These are the little sleepies ones. We use them with Ariel for a little while. Enzo actually got a couple of them for Christmas. So we do really enjoy them, but they're just very, very expensive for one. So this is the little sleepies one. This one does the same thing like the Cloud Island ones. It has the cuffs on them, but this one actually is open-toed. And you can actually take these down and cuff them to make them closed-toed, which is really nice. So these do grow with your baby a little bit more than the Cloud Islands one do. But personally for me, these fit snug. Like they really snug on your baby. Whereas the Cloud Island ones, they are just like loose fitting. These are the little sleepies. This is a 6 to 12 months. And he definitely has room to grow for it. These ones also have the double zipper, so it zips up and zips down, easy diaper changes. If you're not a fan of bamboo, which I don't know why you wouldn't be, but if you're not, another brand that I really, really do enjoy are these ones, which obviously aren't bamboo, but these are actually from Walmart. They're the Wonder Nation brand. I really enjoy these because not only do they have the cuffs, but they also do the two-way zipper, so they do zip up and zip down as well. And these are a little bit thicker than the bamboo ones. Obviously, bamboo is very, very thin because of the buttery softness. These are a little bit thicker because they're cotton. So in the winter, I like to wear these in and out of the house. We have a bunch of different colors. So we actually have this one, and then he's actually wearing one of them right now. I don't know how much price these go for, if I'm being completely honest. Those are the sleepers that we really enjoy for him and that he honestly literally lives in. I don't think you will see him in literally anything else. We have made our way into the kitchen, so sharing things that we keep in the kitchen that are daily use. Obviously, our bottles. So I've talked about these bottles a little bit before. These are the Lancino bottles that my son really enjoys. We have two different sizes. We have the 5-ounce size, and this is the 8-ounce size. Not only are they bottles, but they're also storage bottles. So they have obviously their nipple, but they also come with caps, so you can store your milk in here. So because I absolutely love Lancino and I love pumping with Lancino, I use these bottles for storage because they hold 8 ounces, and I usually pump anywhere between 6 to 12 ounces at a time. So these bigger bottles with the lids are great for that. I really enjoy this bottle for the nipple that they have on it, because if you breastfeed and your baby goes back and forth from breast to bottle, you really want to find a bottle nipple that mimics the latch. What? A lot of people will tell you you want a bottle that mimics the breast. That's not the case. You want to mimic the latch of the baby. A lot of times people will think as the Boon bottles, the Nano Baby, I think Como Tomo, they all look like the breast, but those, when a baby sucks on them, they're only sucking on the nipple part. So, and that's not how a baby nurses. When a baby nurses, they nurse on the entire boob. And having a bottle like those bottles I just listed is very hard for the baby to have a nice latch. Whereas these, because they actually look like the latch of a breast, baby can put their whole mouth on it and suck, which mimics a latch of a breast. So I like these for that reason. I know a lot of babies go back and forth from breast to bottle using those other bottles. Great, nice for you. But if you're having trouble finding a bottle that your baby is not taking and you are also breastfeeding and you haven't tried the Lancino bottles, I highly recommend them. These are specifically made for breastfed babies. That is what they are made for. That is what Lancino's brand is all about, making products for babies that are breastfed. Highly recommend their bottles. Mr. Man is sleeping down for his first nap of the day, so let's continue this video. He's 6 months old, so he does of course eat food now. So getting into little things that are for really as baby gets older. I do make my son's food from scratch. Not everybody does it. I won't do it the entire time, but I do make his food from scratch. I've been making it since he was about 4 months old, and we do use the NutriBullet. I absolutely love the NutriBullet. It comes with the perfect size blender to blend baby's food up, and it comes with the perfect size little containers to store baby's food, and it also comes with the little silicone piece so you can actually freeze food. I do like the little silicone piece. I make extra, I store it in there and just store it in the freezer, and they're just super easy to pop out the night before, and they thaw out throughout the night, and I can just use them the next day. Definitely NutriBullet if you are on the verge of should I get it, should I not. Honestly, if you are really all for making your baby their own food, highly recommend. Definitely put it on your registry, definitely get it. I would say you will use it all of the time. Sticking in the food category would be bibs for baby. I highly recommend bibs like this, like the towel material. I think they're cotton, I think that's what they are. These are the Neat brand, I think from Walmart or Target. They come in like a 3 or a 4 pack. They soak up all of that spit up or puke or water or anything like that. Rather than bibs like this, like these bandana bibs, yes, these are great and they're absolutely cute, but they just don't really hold. They don't like soak anything up. They don't absorb anything. And also when you put them on baby, they kind of like make like a weird, I don't know. So honestly, not the cutest colors, but they're gonna get ruined from food and baby spit up anyways. Just get these ones, and honestly, I think these ones are probably way more cheaper than these as well. We're actually going to move into my laundry room, which I'm sorry, the lighting in here is crap and it's messy. It's my laundry room. I don't know what you want me to tell. But I feel like not a lot of people talk about laundry detergent for babies. I feel like when you think of laundry detergent for babies, you immediately think Dreft. Before I show you the laundry detergent I use, I want to completely say, please, if you take anything from this video, do not get your baby Dreft. Dreft is the absolute worst for your baby. They are lying to you when they say that it's dermatologist approved, pediatrician recommended. Absolutely not. No, it is not. Dreft has so many chemicals in it. One being it has so much fragrance in it, and fragrance is so bad for your baby. That is why it smells so good, because it has so much fragrance in it. On top of that being it has so many chemicals in it, it's got bleach in it, and you just don't want anything like that on your baby's skin, especially when they're newborns. The laundry detergent we actually use was discontinued, unfortunately. Not for any reason, they just decided to just discontinue it. I think they might be like revamping it, remaking it, redoing it. I'm not really sure. But the one that we use now is the exact same thing. It's just a different brand because I did tons of research on it, of course, because with both my kids having very sensitive skin and both my kids having eczema, especially my son, he has really bad eczema. This is the detergent that we actually use. It's the 365 from Whole Foods Market, which you can get on Amazon. And the reason why I absolutely love this detergent is, for one, it is made for babies. People are going to immediately say, well, why don't you just get like Gain or Tide or whatever? It's not made for babies, and it does have a little bit more chemicals in it than like a baby detergent does. I still use this detergent on my 3-year-old, and I still will always. But the reason why I absolutely love this detergent is, for one, you can see it's clear. It has absolutely no dyes in it. There's no dyes in this. There's no added phosphates, no added chlorine or petrochemicals. It's not tested on animals. It is plant-based, so it's actually made from plants. It's unscented, which is really, really nice. It's gentle on skin, and it's hypoallergenic, and it's fragrance free. So this, it doesn't smell like anything. There's absolutely no smell to it. And it says it's tough on stains, grease, and dirt, and when I tell you it actually is, it really is. This thing gets dirt and food out of my kids' clothes pretty much 99% of the time. So again, I absolutely love it. I think it's like $11 for this. I don't really know how much laundry detergent goes for, so I'm not sure if that's good or bad or not. But for me, $11 for a thing of laundry detergent that's going to keep my kids' skin safe, I'm okay with. So we're actually in the car now, and I just wanted to show you guys something that I literally cannot live without. That we've actually had this since we've had Ariel. We've had it with Ariel, and I think this one is so much better compared to having like a mirror. With this, I can just, you know, drive and it's right here, whereas if I had the mirror, I was finding myself having to like look up into the mirror and look back, or turn around and look back. But with this, he's just right here and I can see him. But you don't have to specifically get this brand. They have tons of other ones on Amazon. Again, I'm gonna link this down below, but honestly, any car cam will do, I think. I also like this one because it has a night vision as well, so when it's dark out, I can still use it. It still shows up perfectly clear. It just makes my life so much easier. Next stop in the house would be the bathroom. It's going to be obviously baby health and hygiene, things like that. So first things first, all baby skin type is different, like I've said before. So baby wash and lotion is definitely one of the harder parts of things when it comes to babies. The baby wash that I have used for both of my kids is Shea Moisture Baby. I absolutely love this. This is a wash and a shampoo. I've been using this since my daughter was a baby, probably about 3 months old is when we kind of found this, and we've loved it. She actually just recently switched to like a big girl body wash, but we do still use this on my son. I obviously use the matching lotion with it as well. Same thing with this. We've used this with my daughter since she was about 3 months old, and now we use it with my son. Washcloths and towels. You don't need 50 washcloths and 50 towels. I promise you. Your baby literally just gets out of the bath, puts it on, and then it takes it off and you put clothing on them. They don't sit in it probably like you do for 30 minutes or an hour or whatever. They're not drenched in soaking wet, so it's not going to get soaking wet. The towel and washcloths that I have gone with and that I have very few of are the, again, Cloud Island brand. I absolutely love them, from Target. You get a 3-pack of these towels. You get this green one, you get a blue one, and a mustard color one. And it's just a big square where you put their head, and that's literally all it is. It's just a cotton one. It dries up my son immediately. They're really soft. We absolutely love them, and they're nice. And same with the washcloths. Again, Cloud Island brand. They come in a pack of 3, but I got 2 packs, so I have 6 washcloths. I would say you need a little bit more washcloths than you do towels, because we do reuse the towels after like every 3 baths, but washcloths, I usually only use it once and then toss it in the washer. Sometimes I'll reuse it twice, but we go through washcloths a little bit more. So I would say definitely get like 2 packs of washcloths, but you're good with 1 pack of towels, honestly. We do use 2 bathtubs. You don't need a huge expensive bathtub. You don't need this like blossom bloom flower thing. You don't need any of these fancy tubs. Just bathe your baby in the sink or hold them in the bathtub and bathe them like that. I actually got this one, which is hanging up right here, that I've showed you guys before. It's the Angel Care bathtub. I got it at a thrift store for I think like $10. It does make it a little bit easier because I do have another child, and sometimes I will bathe them together to just get bath time done quicker. And I filled the bathtub for her, and I just stick this in it, and then they can bathe together very quickly. So I do really like this for that reason. But sometimes I don't bathe my daughter, or sometimes my daughter is not here for the night, and I have to bathe my son, and I don't want to fill up the entire bathtub when it's just him and he's gonna bathe for like 5 minutes. We do have this bathtub, which is on the higher end of bathtubs. This is the Aqua Scale Generation 3, so it does have a scale right into it. I got this one for free. Someone was giving it away for free, and I grabbed it before I was even pregnant. My daughter was, I think, like a 1.5 years, and I seen someone they were giving away for free, and I knew down the line we were gonna have a second baby, so I grabbed it. The scale is definitely nice to have, but if you don't have the $60 or $70 to get a fancy bathtub, don't beat yourself up about it, because you really don't need a fancy bathtub. We're gonna make our way back into the kitchen. I'm gonna show you some health things. A brand that you're going to see a lot with health things is the Frida Baby, because Frida Baby is so amazing. This one is going to be controversial because not everybody loves it, but this is the Frida Baby Snot Sucker. People think that you suck the boogers out into your mouth. You don't do that. There is a filter right there, if you can see it, that prevents that from happening. And also, the only way it can get up through that filter and into this tube is if you're literally sucking your baby's brains out. You don't need to suck that hard, just like you're sucking through a straw. It's not that hard to do, guys. It's not that gross, I promise you. Don't be that person, okay? But the Frida Snot Sucker, and adding the Little Remedies saline spray. I also really enjoy Little Remedies as a brand as well. But you just put this up their nose, use the snot sucker, it gets the snots out in literally 1 try, and I really enjoy it and I love it. Another Frida Baby product would be this. When babies are very sick. My daughter, she tends to get very sick in the winter. It's kind of like a nebulizer, I guess, a humidifier. We just use this when she's sick. Put it over your mouth, breathe it in a couple minutes, and we really enjoy it. We really love it. They do make other brands of this. This is just the one that we have, the Frida Baby, because again, love their brand. Another Frida Baby product would be the Frida Baby Windy. We don't actually use these as much with my son, but we definitely did use them quite a few times with my daughter and absolutely loved them. This is what they look like. They are exactly what it sounds. It's a gas passer. You stick it up their butt and it helps them pass gas. And it actually does. It really does work. So if your baby's constipated or needs to pass gas, gassy, get those. I promise it'll be a lifesaver. Moving on to our diaper bag. This is the diaper bag that we have. It's the Itsy Ritsy. It's also the one that we used with my daughter. I'm not going to go in depth about what's in here because I do plan on doing a whole separate what's in my diaper bag video as like a mom of 2 with 6 months and older. But this is the one that we use. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's absolutely beautiful. It does hold everything. The only complaint I have about it now that I have a baby that uses bottles, it doesn't have a lot of bottle storage. When I had it with my daughter, I absolutely loved it and adored it because we exclusively breastfed, so we never was bringing bottles everywhere. But now that I have a son that we do bottle and breast, when we go out the entire day, I found myself having to bring like a second bag with me because this is the only insulated pocket, which if you can see, it fits 1 bottle in. This side is also an insulated pocket, but it's zippered. So unless you have like a tiny bottle, nothing's gonna fit in there. So back into the living room while I talk about something that I actually did not use with my daughter and did not find a need for it, but now actually do with my son. This basket full of diaper changing things we keep on the table that you're currently on out in the living room for easy, quick diaper changes. So I say that I didn't use it with my daughter because I didn't feel a need to have it with my daughter. She had her own nursery, her own room, and we had a dresser with a changing table on top of it. And whenever we changed her diaper, we just went into a room. I have a 1-story house and her nursery, now bedroom, is off of the living room. So it was literally 2 feet to go change her diaper. So it wasn't a big deal for me to have to go in there and change her diaper. But now with my son, he sleeps in our room and we do have small rooms in the apartment that we are in. So we can't fit his crib and a dresser in there. So now that we change him out here on the floor, having a basket, an easy accessible basket to change him quickly is a need for us rather than having to go in the bedroom and grabbing stuff. So I have it here just for easy access. No one touched it. So what we keep in here in the big pockets is obviously just a ton of his diapers, our favorite diapers that we use. Package of water wipes and Aquaphor, again, our favorite that we absolutely love. We actually keep this little butt spatula, but if I'm being completely honest, I think we've used it on him maybe 1 time. We use it a lot more with my daughter than we do with him. Honestly, I don't really know. I just choose not to use it. And then we have a comb. He doesn't have a lot of hair, but my daughter, while I change him, likes to comb his hair, so I just leave it out here for her to be able to grab. And then we do keep a spare binky in here. He actually doesn't take binkies. He never really has. He used to, like, for the first couple months, he actually would take them like during nap time or nighttime. He would take the Wubnub. He never really liked to take any other ones. So he actually doesn't ever use this. I have this in here just for a spare, for just in case if we lose the Wubnub or he wants something, or I don't really know. It's in here just because we have it. And then in the other ones, we just keep 2 of these waterproof liners. He actually never has really like peed all over the place. He has a couple times when he was a baby, but he doesn't ever really do it anymore. That is what we keep in this basket, and we also got this basket from our baby shower, so I'm not 100% sure where the person got it, but I'm sure you could find something just like this on Amazon or in Target, Walmart, wherever. That is all of my baby products, my baby necessities that I have used throughout the years. I have used with my daughter as well, and I absolutely love and still will be using them. Like I said, this is not specific tailored towards newborns. This could be used for babies as in 6 months and older, or even older for like 3-year-olds like my daughter. But before we end this video, like I said earlier, I want to share some things with you that have helped just me as a breastfeeding, pumping mom postpartum. So first I'm going to talk about my pump. The pump that I was using for a while actually, and I use with my daughter as well, was the Mom Cozy. I do still absolutely love that pump, but unfortunately she stopped working for me, so we had to get a new one. And I did my research, and I am actually a Lancino ambassador, so I knew what pump I wanted to get next, which is the Lancino Discreet Duo, and I absolutely love it. It's honestly one of the best pumps in my opinion. I have used tons of different pumps, and if you're looking for a wearable pump that is affordable, I would definitely go with the Lansino. Obviously this is just the tops of them because I have to clean the parts. I'll show you. Look like they're obviously dirty, I have to clean them, but this is what they look like, and you just pop that on there and it looks like this. Obviously it's gonna be a little bulky because you have to collect milk in it. This one collects a little bit over 6 ounces. I would say 6.5, maybe getting away with 7, but that would be overflowing. So if you're someone who pumps like way more than that every single time, maybe opt for a different one. But now that my milk has kind of regulated and I've kind of slowed down my milk supply a little bit, I usually pump anywhere between like 5 to 7 ounces. So this is like perfect for me. And I love all of the modes it does. It has the time up here when you pump. It has the timer right here, so you know how long you've pumped and know how much you've pumped. It has different types of modes, like I said. Electric pumps that were like hooked into the wall, it never really worked for me. They never fully emptied me out. Wearable pumps do, and also I have 2 kids, so hooking up to the wall for 20 minutes every 2 to 3 hours is just not reliable for me, and wearable pumps are very reliable for me. So I absolutely love that one. So that's the pump I definitely recommend. Or like I said, the Mom Cozy is also a really good alternative, like cheaper. But they have other ones like the Willow and the LV, things like that. I've never used this personally, so I'm not really sure. These are just the ones that I've used and I love it. So the next thing that I actually want to talk about quickly is nipple cream, which is such an odd thing to say because you would just feel like slathered on and you'll be good. There's different types of nipple creams and nipple butters, and I think finding the perfect one for you is really important, especially because if you are a pumping and a nursing mom doing both back and forth, your nipples can get sore. I'm gonna be TMI right now. Your nipples will get sore, they will get cracked, and they will get dried. And you need a really good nipple cream. And not all nipple creams are actually safe for breastfeeding. So if you put like a nipple cream on that's not safe, you have to wipe it off before you nurse babe again. And sometimes that can get annoying. Sometimes you forget. This is the one that I actually use. It is the Earth Mama. I've used it with Ariel, and I am again using it with my son. I absolutely love it. It's the organic nipple butter. And it is a little pricey. It's $15 or $16, but it lasts a really long time. You only need a little bit, and I don't use this every single time I pump or every single time I nurse or whatever. I just use it when I feel like my nipples are starting to get sore. So that's why it does last me a little bit longer. But again, even if you were to use this every single time, it would last you a while, and you would rather pay for something that actually helps than something that doesn't, in my opinion. So again, the Earth Mama organic nipple butter is really, really good in my opinion. And also it is safe for nursing, so you don't have to wipe it off. The next thing that I am going to talk about, I've talked about before, is these milk pitchers. This is only exclusively for pumping moms. Opt for a pitcher, especially if you're doing the pitcher method when bottle feeding, which we did. Definitely can do like a whole pumping schedule video. I think that would be really interesting and very fun. I do have multiple. This is what it looks like when it's full of milk. So this is what we use for the day for my son. So we do have 2, and they are color coded because I actually did used to use them for a specific time and day, but now what we do now is we just don't. But it's nice to have a backup for when this one needs to be washed. You can use this. You don't need to though, you don't. But I definitely recommend getting some sort of pitcher. You don't even have to get something like this. You can use a mason jar, which is what we also use. We also just use a mason jar, and a mason jar does perfectly fine as well. So if you don't want to buy one of these, you can just use a mason jar. Anything you have, these just make it easier because they are easier to pour, in my opinion. Last thing, just go along the lines with breastfeeding and milk supply, is milk bags. Everyone's gonna have their opinion, and in my opinion, I absolutely love the Lansino. I've never had a problem with them. I know a lot of people say they have problems with them, but I have never had a problem with them. I absolutely love them, and I do actually donate to a mom monthly, and she has never complained about them before. If she were to, I probably would change. She has never complained about them. I enjoy them. They hold 6 ounces. They store very nicely, very flat. Any type of like, honestly, brand just to store milk in, you're gonna need them. So that is the end of this video. These are all, again, products that I have used pretty much every single day in my everyday momhood life with 2 babies, and have absolutely loved, have absolutely enjoyed. They have served their purpose and are still serving their purpose to this day, and will probably for a long while. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I promise you, a lot of you just kind of watch and don't subscribe. If you subscribe, it will help me so much, I promise you. And I'm so grateful for anybody who has subscribed and who has followed me on my journey. I know it's been a crazy one. That is it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe if you have not yet already, because I would love to have you be a part of my family. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.